Alright, so right now we're gonna load up the lowdown Lua scripting that talks with the Microsoft Kinect. So we do Lua run prime dot Lua, and when this runs, it pulls from a config file. So basically, what we did here was we used mostly that open source code from OpenNI, which is Open Natural Interfaces. So right here it's ready and it's starting to calibrate. So Kevin got into the screen, got calibrate, it's got him, and then it's starting to track the user. Go. Right now we're going to run our server-side Python code as well as the code that pulls from shared memory and dumps into a text file. So right here we're going to get to our final code. Now here we're going to run Python Kinect to text. So this pulls directly from our shared memory. So the Lua script from before actually pulls all of the skeleton data points from the Microsoft Kinect right here, and it shoves that into a shared deposit on the computer, and then we can pull from that through Python and use it for what we want to do. So now that this is running, it starts after 5 seconds, so you can get into place again. So now this is outputting just one of our joint angles. And now in that same directory we're going to run our host server. So this runs on the local host, and it's our GUI for this project. So it's our port 8082. So if we go there, I actually have it in the background. Now you see that we moved Kevin out of the way, but if he gets back in the frame, you'll see that he's working just fine.
Is that 5 amps?
Great. So now we're going to add our final part of the project. The final part of the project is to add our haptic feedback. So this is with our serial commands. So we have another Python script that talks to this M2 right through a serial cable, which then, when it receives commands, shoots it over to the armbands right there and there. And with this, we can actually track when Kevin's hitting, say, the Z-plane in front of him. So if he's not staying planar when he's doing his exercises, we got to give him a little feedback to let him know. So right here, we're going to run Python Kinect serial.py. And now it'll tell us what Kevin's up to. So we see he's in exercise 1 and he's not failing at anything. So like, what happens if he pushes his arm into the Z-plane? It hits the Z-plane, as you can see right there. Now if he switches to exercise 2,
Explain how you get to exercise 2.
so to get to exercise 2, Kevin's going to raise both his arms up like that, and then puts up a 2 at 90 degrees, and then you'll see that this actually switches to 2. 2 is the output exercise, and now we have a different animation. This is our symmetry test. So Kevin will get responses whether or not he's being symmetrical with his actions, or if he's hitting the Z-plane. So exercise 2 fail means that he's actually not being symmetrical, and if he's going right here, he is being symmetrical, so we don't have any output, no fail. And when he's hitting the Z-plane, we still have an effect for that. The rumble, the motors do rumble.